Time to get moving on making your life better, and we are talking about ways to get a better night's sleep.
Sarah Moe, founder of Sleep Health Specialist, is in studio with us this morning. Good morning, Sarah. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so this is something that I would think everybody is interested in knowing more about how to get a better night's sleep.
Absolutely.
What are some of the reasons of why you hear that people aren't sleeping well?
Well, ultimately it's coming down to the fact that we are no longer getting the quality or quantity of sleep that we need. And it's for a lot of different reasons. The majority of us have very busy lives now. We work 9 to 5s, and if you have families, you're up even earlier with kids to school, and then you come home, you've got to eat, you got to catch up on Game of Thrones, and before you know it, it's 10 p.m. and you have to go to bed. And we also all kind of still wake up tired, and that is because, again, the quantity and quality, we're just not getting it anymore.
Which is more important? Is it a certain quantity of sleep where you need 8 hours is what I think most people hear, or is it about the quality of sleep, the uninterrupted sleep?
They're actually equally important. The majority of us really do
That's
need...
sad.
I know.
You need them both?
I know, we do. You need about 8 hours. There's a very small percentage of the people who are able to function as well on 6 or 7 hours as they do on 8. So most of us, we really should be trying to commit to getting that 8 hours. And also, again, the quality, the uninterrupted, the sleep that gets you into the correct stages is important as well.
All right, so what do you recommend people do?
Well, the biggest challenges I see these days are technology. We have the smartphones, we have artificial light, we have a lot of things that interrupt the quality of sleep, as well as caffeine use. That's a big part of...
With the technology, is it the light in the room, or is it that we have trained ourselves to be constantly firing our minds?
It's a little bit of both.
You never rest. We never rest anymore.
And a big thing that I see is that people use their smartphones for their alarm clocks.
Yes.
So they look at their phone all night, and that blue light is being transmitted, and neurologically, it really does have an impact. It does interrupt.
So that's a fix you recommend?
Absolutely. If you
get a regular alarm clock.
Yep. Remove the devices from the bedroom and get one of the old-fashioned red glowing alarm clocks and use that as well.
With caffeine, is there a cutoff time that you recommend?
Yeah. Caffeine use is wonderful. I don't want to live in a world without coffee. So that's not an issue. It's just more like when you go to a restaurant at dinner time and get a Diet Coke, that's going to interrupt your quality of sleep. So I usually go by the 2 o'clock rule, and that seems to work well.
2 o'clock?
Yeah.
Okay.
Your specialty is sleep studies. Is there a time where someone needs to come and get professional help?
Of course, yes. So if you are trying to correct your sleep, if you are making efforts to do better sleep hygiene and all of that is not working, it's possible that you have a sleep disorder. 30% of the population has a classifiable sleep disorder. So if that is the case, I absolutely recommend getting a sleep study, which not a lot of people know about, but it's a pretty simple process. Okay. You can just go into a sleep lab. Lakeland Sleep and CPAP is a great local lab that has multiple locations. You make an appointment, you stay overnight, they watch you sleep. Well, they don't really watch you the whole time. They monitor what's happening, and then you get to leave, 6 o'clock in the morning and go to work and find out.
All right, Sarah Moe from Sleep Health Specialist. Thanks for coming in. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you. We'll check back with you in our 6 o'clock hour. Matt, let's toss it over to you.
Last hour, we talked about some of the do's and don'ts for better sleep. Talked about sleep quality, sleep study, that kind of stuff.
Yep. And this morning we do have Sarah Moe, founder of Sleep Health Specialist, back to talk about some of the common misconceptions about sleep. Sarah, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
All right. So what would you say is the biggest misconception that you hear?
The biggest one is that people think that they need less sleep than they really do. The majority of us really do need 8 solid hours a night. And
even as adults, you still need 8?
Especially as adults, especially given our busy lives. But people do really think that they are just fine with 6 hours and that they can function at the same level.
Because you do hear people say, I might be one of them, that you wake up after 5-6 hours of sleep, and you feel fine. You've got plenty of energy.
You feel fine for a while, but the majority of us will then go about our day and begin to feel fatigued. You're not supposed to feel tired throughout the day. You're supposed to be able to wake up and feel rested and continue going. So those people who do say, oh, I'm fine on 6 hours, generally do feel tired throughout the day as well.
There's research on it. You said about 6% legitimately can do that.
Absolutely, and the same goes the other way. There's a very small percentage of the population that does need more sleep than 8 hours.
Sure.
But
that's pretty small. 6%.
It's a very
odds
small
are good
percentage.
You're not in that group.
Yes, and odds are good that you think you are, when unfortunately that's not the case.
What is the difference between just having maybe some bad sleep habits and having a clinically diagnosed sleep disorder?
Absolutely. Most of us do have some bad sleep hygiene, and that is fine. As I was saying before, our lives are just too busy to have our sleep be perfect. But there is about 30% of the population that suffers from an actual classified sleep disorder. The main one is sleep apnea, and that's when you stop breathing at night. Most people do know somebody who's had a sleep study or has a CPAP machine now. These last 10 years in sleep medicine have been huge in being able to diagnose things.
So the only way to find out if you do have sleep apnea is to go in and participate in a study?
Absolutely, yes. A sleep study is an overnight process. Minneapolis actually has a really highly developed sleep medicine program. It's a great hub for sleep medicine. There are sleep labs all over the city. You can pick one that's in your network. Lakeland Sleep and CPAP is multiple locations throughout the city, and it's just one overnight where you'll have your sleep monitored, and then you get to leave in the morning.
Tell you what, nothing like going for a night's sleep in a clinic office,
you know,
huh?
they're like hotels.
Yeah.
You get the nice beds,
Okay.
flat screen TV.
No kids around.
No
There are
kids,
benefits to
free
it. Yeah.
snacks. There you go.
Very good.
Sarah,
Sarah,
thanks
sleep's
so
so
much for coming
important.
in.
We appreciate it.
Sleep hygiene. That's
Sleep
a new one. I'm going to
hygiene,
use
yeah.
that. Yeah. Focus on your sleep hygiene.
All right, let's